Hello. First things first, I'm going to open my royal milk tea. I made Derek get it for me from the Japanese market. It's delicious and sweet, just like me. So, let's see. I am a member of a very special group. You can't pronounce the name, it's non-pronounceable, but we call ourselves the Know Nothing Bitches. And recently, Anna, who actually lives only like 2 hours away from me, but never comes to visit me, and we never get to hang out, she did a Q&A, and I was so inspired and delighted to see what she did that I decided to do one too. So I asked the Know Nothing Bitches what I should answer, what they want to know about me. And that brings us to here and now. So, and I said most things are not off limits, but there are a couple things that I will talk about, and in this particular video I'm not going to really talk about my tattoos. As you can see, I have a lot of them, they're all over the place. I'm going to make a video for those later at some point. So anyway, Sarah, who lives all the way down in the other side of the world, she's upside down right now. She lives in the upside down. Sarah asked what my hobbies are. My hobbies are eating a lot. I love to eat. Derek and I, my husband Derek and I, go to all sorts of restaurants all the time. We just like to eat lots of food. I also I just started recently, like last year, I went camping a bunch of times with this women's camping group called Trail Mavens, which is really cool. So I do enjoy camping, although I don't go super often, especially I've been having some health issues, so I haven't been able to go very often. So eating, camping, drinking tea, sipping tea, photography. I like taking photos. I used to do a lot more writing. I haven't done that much lately, but I do enjoy it. Yeah, so those are some of them. The ones that I can think of right now. As far as my animals, I'm going to splice in right here.
Alright, this is Sammy. Sammy loves shredded wheat. And he runs off and he eats it.
Video of Sammy, which is my chinchilla. I've had him since 2007, I think. And he was a little baby when I got him, so I've had him since he was a little bit of a baby. Fun fact, I actually got him in exchange for doing a website for the breeder, the chinchilla breeder. So he was my free chinchilla. All I had to do was work for it. And I also have Cubby, who is my famous kitty cat. At least I think he's famous. He probably thinks he's famous. He is somewhere around here. Give me a minute. I'll get him. This is Cubby. He's my baby. I love you too, little man. He's my little sweet kitty cat. He's, as you can see, we're going to do his little toddlers and tiaras intro. This is Cubby. He has red hair and blue eyes, and his hobbies are licking me or drooling on me, which I'm allergic to, and also just being a cutie man. Say hi. You ready to go? You want to sit on my lap longer? Oh, he just burped. So that's my cat. So Anna, that was dedicated to you. The Cubby appearance. Anna asked also if someone were to visit San Francisco, what's the one restaurant I would recommend? My best friend from LA just came up to visit me. We went to one called RT Rotisserie that's run by the same people that do Rich Table, which is really good. But I think the one that popped into my head when I read this was One of our favorites is called Flora's. It's on Union Street at like Laguna or something. It's fancy kind of Mexican food. Their margaritas are amazing, and also everything that we've had there has been really good. They have like this little quesadilla with huitlacoche. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but it's like the corn truffle. It's like a mushroom that grows on corn, and it's really really good. And it also has, I think, beans in it, and cheese, of course. So that one's one of my favorites. I love that one. And then they also, like, all of their meats are super good. You can probably still see this guy down here. Hi, bud. Yeah, so definitely go to that one. If you want to go super fancy, we really enjoyed Aquarello, which is like a old guard kind of. Also, my cat doesn't have teeth, so he tries to bite me. But Aquarello is like an old guard kind of place. It's been around for a while, but we were really pleasantly surprised. And the sommelier when we were there, the wine guy was pretty fantastic. Cubby is trying to eat my phone, so he's gonna have to get down because he's being bad. So say goodbye. Bye. Okay, you can. Okay. So yeah, those are some good ones. If you want like really fun Chinese food, there's a Sichuan restaurant called Z and Y in Chinatown. It's so good. You have to love spicy food, especially Sichuan peppercorn, which I do. That one's really good. And I also asked San Francisco or LA, which is better? I love San Francisco. I think it's really pretty. The weather is usually much better here, which I say kind of laughing because I think the weather right now in where I used to live in LA, it's 91 degrees Fahrenheit with an excessive heat warning. So I will gladly take my like 70 degrees that I have right now. Yeah. My weather, it's 63. I'll take it. As far as like getting around, I love that I can just hop on a bus or a train in San Francisco. I think the public transit's gotten better in LA, but when I lived there, it was not fun. So I guess San Francisco. I always tell people that I've lived in New York, and I lived in LA, and I've lived in San Francisco, and San Francisco takes a lot of the things that I liked about New York and a lot of the things I liked about LA and kind of meshes them together, so it's pretty nice. But that being said, it's getting more expensive. We can't afford to live here much longer, so who knows? Give me 1 second. Alright, I'm back. So Brandy asked if I have a passport. Yes, I do. It's nice and fun, although my passport photo, actually this is a better one. My passport photo is like, it's kind of old, but I actually got it done on like headshot day when I had my work headshots done at my last company, which was kind of cool. So far, this one doesn't have much in it though. My old one had it had a couple from China, and I think that was about it. Oh, I had a Japanese landing permission from this one trip that I took where we landed in Japan too late to make our connection because of a weird medical thing that happened with one of the other passengers. So I had a Japanese landing permission, which I have another one here. So these are from Europe. This one's from Japan, where I went last November with my husband and my mother-in-law and my brother-in-law, which was kind of fun. And I also have this fun thing. This is my global entry card, which means that I get expedited processing when I go through Customs and Border Patrol, whatever it's called. Yeah, CBP. So I don't have to stand in line, which is nice. Although if I'm with Derek and everybody, then I still have to stand in line. But there's a mobile passport help, which you should get. Brandy also asked, what's the next destination that you'd like to visit? Derek and I are thinking about going to Southeast Asia. Spending a few days at the beginning and end in Japan because we loved it and we want to go back. And then probably Vietnam, Cambodia, maybe Thailand. He has like an uncle that grew up in Thailand, so he was telling us all of these restaurants we should go to in Bangkok. So yeah, Southeast Asia probably. Other than that, I want to go back to Europe, especially like Eastern Europe. I want to go to like Croatia, Slovenia. My family's from Slovenia, so I want to go there. Yeah, everywhere. Stacy asks, what's your favorite food? All of it. I really like bread and pasta. I like carbs. Yeah, carbs. Potatoes too. My favorite season, she asked. My favorite season is, I like spring, but like Midwestern spring when it's raining and thunderstorms and like that kind of like really green smell that's in the air, and we don't really get that here. Here we have two seasons. We have sunny and foggy, and that's about it. And they're both nice, but yeah, I like spring, Midwestern spring. Stacey also asked, if you could tell your 10-year-old self anything, what would it be? I would tell her shit's gonna get crazy. Shit's gonna get crazy. It's gonna be tough. Life is not gonna be easy for a little while, but it's gonna end up okay. There will still be some shitty parts, but it's gonna be okay. Just brace yourself, girl. Girl, brace yourself. Terry asked, what's the most unsettling film you've ever seen? Unsettling. One of them that really, really got to me, like a long time ago. Like I had like this like crisis in my mind, like kind of like I don't even know how to describe it. Like I was just like, what the fuck just happened? Was Schenectady, New York, or what? Yeah, I guess that's what it's called. That one was just like after we left, I was like, who am I? What am I doing? And then another one that was really hard for me was Lady Bird, just because I don't want to get into it, but it was really emotional for me and not exactly in the same way that a lot of other women experienced it. So those are probably two of the more unsettling ones. Caitlin, who's all the way down in New Zealand, is asking me where I would live if I could live anywhere. I would live, I really enjoyed going to the Netherlands. I really liked it. I really wanted to move there. It just didn't kind of work out. Wasn't in the cards. But we've been looking at like the Russian River area, which is about an hour and a half north of San Francisco. It's like there's a river, there's wine country around it, there's like a forest, so there's like old growth redwoods and stuff like that. So it's kind of this nice combination of being really close to everything, but also being kind of removed from everything, which is nice. Yeah, so I like that. Also Canada. I like places with good universal health care. That'd be nice. Caitlin also asked, what's your most prized possession, not counting electronics? That's a good question. I don't know. I try not to get too attached to possessions, basically. I don't know if, this is what just popped into my head, but I have this like stuffed dog. It's like a pink stuffed dog, like peachy pink colored stuffed dog that it used to play, I forget what it used to play, but when you would squeeze its paw, it would play music, and it doesn't play music anymore, unfortunately, but I got it literally like for my first birthday, I think, from my uncle who passed away a few years ago. I think it's been about 7 or 8 years since he passed away. I have a tattoo about him, but I'll tell you about that later. And that's probably the one thing that it's like really deep in my heart, because it's one of the few things that I have of his, or like that, it was from him to me. He always told me that I was his favorite. His daughters still tell me that I was his favorite. So, yeah, that's one that's pretty near and dear to me. But like I said, I don't really get attached to things too much, or try not to. Yeah. Angela asked, what upcoming tattoos do you have planned? I'm thinking about getting like some sort of sea creature right here on my forearm. I haven't decided yet if it's going to be a whale shark, or I was also kind of considering like a narwhal, or I was kind of considering like a squid or something like that, but some sort of sea creature. I don't know which one yet. My rule for tattoos is you have to think about it for at least 2 years before you're allowed to get it. So all of these I've had in my mind for at least 2 years, except for the peanut. The peanut was like a spur of the moment, but it's my dad's nickname for me, so anyway, that'll be another video. Genoa asks, so if your hair wasn't pink, what color would it be? I actually like my hair when it's like bleach blonde, which is really fun. That's what color it was for my wedding, which was really nice. If I had to do another funky color, I like purple. My hairstylist wants me to try like a turquoise color, which could be kind of cool too, but I don't know. I don't know if I could pull it off. She also asked, "What's your favorite TV show?" Lately, I've really liked The Handmaid's Tale. I can't look away from it. Um, that's probably the biggest one. But we actually don't watch a ton of TV shows so much as we watch a lot of like YouTube shows. Like the well, it's on Netflix, so I guess it's a TV show. But like the Vox Explained series on Netflix is really cool too. I like that kind of explanatory journalism. My favorite 3 writers. I think I really got into Gillian Flynn for a little while. She's the one that did like Gone Girl and stuff like that. I think that's her name. And then the other one, I have to look up her name. It's Celeste, I think. No, maybe it is. Yes, Celeste Ng, or yeah, I don't know how it's pronounced. I'm bad. She wrote Everything I Never Told You, which is really cool. I really liked that one. And then I think the last one, the one that I also liked is Lisa C. Hers are really good too. Especially like Shanghai Girls and Dreams of Joy and that kind of stuff. Those are really good. So those are 3 favorites. Although I don't really have 3 favorite writers. Chenoa also asks, who or what inspires you? I have been thinking about this. I think some of the things that inspire me are really about how people connect with the world and how people connect with nature and the universe. And so that's when I start to get really kind of inspired, when you think about you're one little speck, but you are connected to every other little speck is pretty crazy, without getting too much into it. Are you reading anything currently, or do you have any recommended reads? I am reading, oh my gosh, I haven't been keeping up with reading a lot lately. I've just been kind of in a funk. So I have to look up the name of it. I think my husband's laughing at me. He's either laughing at me or he's laughing at the videos that he's watching on YouTube. He's judging me, and my phone is buzzing me. Salvage the Bones by Jessamine Ward is really, really good so far. I'm about like halfway through it, which is really cool. If you want to go nonfiction, I was reading Gut by Julia Enders. It's the inside story of our body's most underrated organ. That one is crazy too. I really, really like that one. Because it's all about like your digestive system and how it impacts your world and your life and everything. So those are 2 that you should check out that I'm reading right now and I'm in the middle of. Let's see. You guys are actually adding stuff as I'm recording this, which is gonna make me mad. So Micah, I hope that I pronounced it right. Girl. She said, what are your favorite kind of shoes? I love my Rothy's. My Rothy's are really nice. They just opened a store like 3 blocks that way. I haven't been in yet because I can't afford that right now. But I love Rothy's. What's one food that should just not exist? Chicken nuggets. I don't really like chicken nuggets. I like chicken strips, like breaded, like crispy chicken, but chicken nuggets is just like, why is it a nugget? That's the first one that popped into my head. Derek really likes a lot of like canned fish, not like tuna, but like earlier I came home from lunch with a friend of mine, and he came in, and the apartment smelled like garlic and low tide at the pier, and I was like, he made something with anchovies, and I was like, don't. No, I had to light a candle and Burned some incense. I should have like gotten some sage and like cleansed the house because it was not good. Let me refresh this because it looks like somebody's writing something. What are you writing? I'm watching this group, girl. I've been watching too much of Queer Eye. That's another TV show, and so Jonathan Van Ness has invaded my soul, and so now it's all like, girl, yes, girl, queen, etc. Anyway, I've been talking a while. I don't even know if my camera recorded half of this. That'll be fun. But anyway, yeah, I am excited to do this, and I'm excited to do this again in the future. Maybe we'll see. But yeah, that's all for today, and stay tuned. Next time I'll talk about my tattoos, and my hair won't be curly because curl formers. I curled my hair, and it looks a little bit better than usual. Derek's laughing at something. I'm gonna sip some tea. I'm gonna find out what he's laughing at. Bye! Okie dokie artichoke. Why's my chair gotta be so squeaky? Is this thing even on?